Okay, I'm live. Where is everybody? Get over here right now. I got stuff to show you. Hurry. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, just scrub forward until some people start showing up and then we'll get moving. Hey, Barbara. Everybody must be just hanging out today because nobody's here yet. So I got fun stuff to show from Dee Dee. There's Dee Dee. Hi, Dee Dee. There's my fun stuff. Hi, Joan. All right, we got people coming in. So, yeah. Hey, Terry. I'm going to do the challenge today, Terry. You made me decide to go ahead and do it. Hey, Bossy Butt. Hi, Lisa. So yeah, I hope it turns out. I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to work. It might be the biggest mistake I ever made, but whatever. Yeah, not my first, won't be my last. Whatever. I don't care. Anyway, yeah, we'll give it just a minute or two for people to come in. Hi, Tori. Tori, you're welcome to December was adorable. I love your um, computer art. You're so good at it. And I was noticing, I like that you post the process because I was watching closely yesterday when I saw that one, how you do the shading and then add the background color. I thought that was very cool. I guess from the stream title. Oh, okay. You've drawn yours out. Okay, cool. Hi, Starla. Hi, Kat. I think I'm up with everybody. So, are you doing a star too, Terry? Some of the things that she has, Terry, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, over on Instagram, Terry and I follow. Her name is, Terry. It's like, I'm not thinking about it right now. Art Salute Beginner. And she's doing a December challenge. Um, and it's every other day. It's like an Advent thing every other day. And you have to do a piece of art. And where's the note? Okay, the items are, and there's more than 12, so you can choose. Hi, Linda. Give Tim a hug. You're doing the star. Okay. A tree, a bauble, a star, a cracker, which I think she meant you don't draw a cracker. I think it's a nutcracker. Stocking, a Santa hat, snow globe, snowflake, wreath, pudding, bow, candle, poinsettia, candy cane, robin, present or gift, and holly. And a lot of these, I think, how are you going to draw those, kind of geometric so that you can kind of do the challenge? I don't know. I'm going to wait and see what she does. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Sharon. Anybody I missed? So yeah, some of them, the star is easy, but I think the tree will be easy. Yeah, see, Terry, that's where I'm at. I'm not sure how you're going to do some of them. Ducks in a box is a box of quackers. I could probably figure out how to do the candy cane. So I don't know. I'm just going to wait. And the snowflake, I think, could be really fun. But anyway, we're going to do a metallic star. And I don't have a reference photo, you guys. So I'm just going to be winging this, and it could either turn out or it won't. And either way, we're going with it. That's my plan, and I'm going with it, which is better than I was a couple hours ago when I had zero plan at all, because I wanted to work on my travel journal. But I'll show that in a minute. I'll show you first my Christmas presents from Dee Dee. She showed these the other day on her channel. These Papermate, I think they're Inkjoy, yeah, Inkjoy gel pens. And what's crazy is, I swear to God, I have a set of these. I just don't know where they're at. Either that or I've given them away. The cracker could be easy. Do you have Christmas crackers over there? No. Well, I mean, I don't know. Is she English? Okay, maybe I don't know. I thought when I saw crackers, I thought of a nutcracker. Hi, Raul. Congratulations on your win this morning. Anyway, I thought I had a set of these Inkjoy, but honestly, I have looked and looked and looked, and I don't have them. But I know I didn't have these bright ones. And they're very much like the Jelly Roll pens. Let me pull you guys down. Very much like the opaque Jelly Roll pens. But I have to agree with Dee Dee that they write very smoothly, very nice, and they are very opaque. So I'm going to like these. And I was going to use them yesterday, and then I forgot, but I might go back in and add them to one of the things I did on the passport journal. Look up Christmas crackers later. Okay. See, Christmas crackers to me are like flavored crackers, like onion or, I don't know, fancier crackers that you buy for Christmas dips and stuff like that. So, and they're very creamy. Now, this light green one, when I first got it, and it's still not writing smooth, but I thought, okay, you guys will do a survey. This one's still not writing real smooth, the light green. But I thought, do I return them? Because no, they're not edible. Oh, okay. Ours are edible, Terry. Now y'all are thinking, oh boy, is she dumb. No, it's not the first time you thought it. So, but then I thought, well, no, I'm not going to return them because one of them doesn't work. If two of them didn't work, they're going back. Now, would you guys return them if one of the pens didn't work? Yeah, I love Dee Dee's family too. I like that they're all very creative and just they're a good family. I'm out of focus. All right, well, focus, you freak. There we go. Is that better? Sorry. I was looking in mine and it looked okay to me. Hi, Dorothy. The crackers that you pull apart and have prizes inside. Oh. You have edible crack. Okay. Anyway, what'd you say? I missed it. The brand of these pens are Papermate, and they're called Inkjoy. And they're very, very much like in different colors, like the Jelly Roll opaque ones. And they had a name, but they're very nice, really nice. So thank you, Dee Dee. And the white, I'll have to get a blackout, but that's okay because I have to get blackout anyway. I can quit needing that right now. I have to take my sweater off. It's a little warm in here. Hang on, let me get a little piece of black scratch paper. You have them? I thought I did too, but apparently I didn't. The white one, it takes it a minute to take off, but after it takes off, it's awesome. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to like this white. And then she wanted to send me 3 more of that white, but I'm not sure why she didn't. Anyway, she sent me this other set of white, which this is a name that I've never heard of before. Q&O white gel pens. I've never seen these before. So I only took one of them out and tried it. But I have to say, Dee Dee, you may have found something very cool here. Look at those. They write really, really nice. And they're more opaque than the Inkjoy. They're better coverage. So you may be very onto something here, Dee Dee, for just find something on the fly, you know. Well, get them out and use them, Dale. Hi, by the way, did I say that? But no, Dee Dee, so far, these are working really good. And my problem with any white pen is they may start out really nice, and then after a week or two, they're not so nice anymore, and you're fighting with them, and you're pissed off, and so I don't know. I'll do another assessment here in a few weeks. I will try and use them frequently, but Dee Dee, I think you found something. They're very nice pens. So, and I'm a pen freak, and I have not ordered Kathy Berg's pen yet because I'm having. If you were at Kathy Berg's, you saw the I think it's called Lumos pen, and they have different nibs and different ink cartridges. And Kathy bought the one with nibs on both ends. I'm thinking, and this is where I'm stymied. I haven't decided yet. I am going to own one. And they make a mini too. I'm thinking about buying 2 pens, which is going to cost me more, and this is why I'm stymied, so that I can keep one of them with the permanent black ink in it. So I don't know, but I will be ordering it. And then this is something I ordered, so I won't show it. And Dee Dee knows that I love, and I'm going to pull the camera out so you guys can see. I'm a huge fan of Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's a psychologist from Canada. All of his lectures are online, and if you're looking for something to watch or listen to, anything Jordan Peterson, all of his college lectures are on the internet, on YouTube. And he's very commonsensical. And I know he's been very controversial with the whole preferred pronouns and stuff like that. And I agree with him, because I don't think the government should compel speech. And that's what he's always said. He didn't say he wouldn't use preferred pronouns. He just is opposed to the government telling you that you have to use preferred pronouns. So that's where I kind of got introduced to Dr. Jordan Peterson. And since that time, and this has been, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago or more, I've pretty much read everything he's ever written, 12 Rules for Life. And then this is he's doing a series on the Bible, and We Who Wrestle with God. And Dee Dee, I haven't started it yet. This is like one of those things that you have to just wait and savor it. You think Jordan Peterson is getting a bit wacky lately? I think he's on the edge. He's been through a lot. But I still like him, and I still think he's a thinker, like, and he's going to change. But if you ever have to argue with somebody and you need a debate coach, I would get Jordan Peterson to be my debate coach. Anyway, I'm so excited to start this. And Dee Dee beat me to it, because I was going to order this. And she said, don't order the Jordan Peterson book, because I'm getting it for Christmas. So I got it for Christmas, and I'll take it up next to my bed and probably start it tonight. But yeah, I love me some Jordan Peterson. And he's a little bit harder to find now, because he's gone into business with the Daily Wire. And so it's a subscription site, which I don't mind subscribing. But yeah, he's not doing as much just out there like he was for a while. And I know he can be very controversial. But you can't discount his arguments. That's for sure. And then the other thing that Dee Dee sent was, and this is kind of, Dee Dee, this freaks me out a little bit, I have to say. Okay, did she send this because she's going to force me into doing collage? You're going to have to explain to me, Dee Dee. But I have to say, the staircases are very fun. But this is what I feel about doing the collage. Like, I've watched Dee Dee. Hi, Angie. I've watched Dee Dee do collage for, I don't know, 12, 15 years or something. And if I couldn't come close to what Dee Dee produces, I'm not sure I want to even try. That's kind of how I go into collage. But I'm going to show you the book, because the book is very cool. And it's Kate Curry and Pour Toast. You can find all their stuff over on Amazon. And I agree, Dee Dee, I like the paper. I like the paper a lot. But they're very colorful. And then you get a full page one, which a full page one may be the best way for me to start the collage. Staircase is cool, right? But they're all very colorful and pretty. Look at this one. This one actually looks like a Dee Dee collage, only it wouldn't be already put together like this. Like, yeah. But I love the water. Yeah. I should put a little monkey walking up the stairs. That would be my collage. A mosaic staircase. Yeah, it is very interesting, Belinda. But these actually look like what Dee Dee's end product looks like. And I have to say, I'm intimidated. I'm horribly intimidated. But hopefully one of them or some of them could end up in my passport journal, even if I have to make up places. Yeah, a lot of them are Dee Dee pages. When I was looking through here, I was going to like, Dee Dee would have created that. Duh. Maybe not in this bright of colors. Dee Dee doesn't tend to work in bright colors. Yeah, that's how it begins. You glue one thing down, and then next thing you know, you're out there producing Dee Dee worthy collages. Like the colors in this one, I love. I really love that. And this kind of colorful one, they're all very interesting. Look at this cloud one. Just walk up to the pearly gates, I guess. Yeah, the one with the water on the stairs. Agreed, Belinda. But even this one with the mushrooms, yeah, they're all just so fun and interesting. And even if I never cut into it, I'm glad I have it. Do some crafting, Angie. That's what I'm going to do here in a minute. Like this one with the water again. That's a Dee Dee page. The only thing is it would have more planets and shooting stars and yeah. Look at this one. The trees with the circle bark. So there's plenty of ideas in here for sure. This looks like Zentangle to me. This one up here. See, I agree, Dee Dee. They are very, very inspiring no matter what. If I had monsters, I would glue monsters in there. Yeah, they're very cool. This one is an Escher drawing. I have a whole book on him. I love his art. But doesn't that look like, I can't think of his first initials, but his last name is Escher. So, yep, you can get this over on Amazon. I think this one is very cool. Staircases to nowhere, or somewhere that you don't really know for sure. This one looks like Moroccan. I like the tile floor on this one. Now this is more Dee Dee right here. Here is a Dee Dee collage right here. All the planets, the stars. Yeah. But even like if you were watercoloring this just to get the shadows and stuff right, yeah, they're all very inspiring. You could use them as exactly, Devin. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. This one is also more Dee Dee-ish with all the planets. This one too. Now that one, you know, you're walking into a black hole. That could be scary. What are you going to meet in that black hole? Hi, Anina. Hi, Ego Brain. Yeah, but even the patterns and stuff, it's all very, very inspiring. So thank you, Dee Dee. That one looks scary. And who knows, maybe after I get a bunch of this other stuff caught up, I'll be inclined to pull this out and work in it, or work, you know, use parts of it. But it's still very, very cool. And then about the same day, she must have ordered this because they came the same day, I think. I had ordered myself the Book Lover Junk Journal, and I saw this somewhere. I don't know where I saw it. I don't know if I saw it, somebody was doing a review or using it. I don't know. I don't know where I saw it. But there were certain things in it I love very much. I like this file cabinet thing. So why am I ordering collage books and then just some pattern paper back here? But there were a couple things in it that I thought, oh, I'm going to go ahead and order that. I think you guys can see it okay. I like the eyes a lot. This one, they show you to cut it out and how to fold it and stuff to make it usable, so that's cool. I like these little tags. Got cool stuff in it. Tickets. I love me some tickets. And one thing, like when you're watching Dee Dee, man, she doesn't have a problem just yanking a page out of this. Honestly, that makes me nervous. But I'm going to make myself do it. I really am. Maybe I'll just cut it all up all at once, and then I don't have to remember that it was a book. But these are like book plates, which I love very much. Cool art, though. Very cool art. And hopefully there'll be something in the scavenger hunt that I can use at least some of this on. I might have to cheat and do some prompts that are specific to something I have. And we've got to get that list finalized, you guys. I've got to be getting that done. Look at that. Looks very vintagey, and yeah. So, yeah, but I ordered this for myself. And then because I'm doing the passport journal, I'll show you some of the stuff I ordered to work in it. Now, this I love. Global travel washi stickers. You guys are going to want this. I'll just start in the back. In the back is just some pattern papers with, you know, places that you want to visit. So I definitely will be using this and cutting it up. Hey, yeah, baby. I've already done some countries down here. The Colosseum, Statue of Liberty. I've actually been to it. In real life, I've been to Sydney Harbor. We actually got to go in there and sit in one of the theaters. That was such a good time. I would give anything to go back. Hi, Kitty Jen. Yeah, they are cool papers, right? Taj Mahal. That was actually, India was the next place I was going to do, but I backed off. I think I'm going to do Canada next. You scan the pages into your computer. Yeah, see, I just think printer's ink is more expensive than buying the book. That's the way I look at it. Now, I could be completely wrong, and if I had a laser printer, I might look at it a lot different. But then I love this page with the passport on it. And I'm going to show you guys my passport journal here in just a minute. So, yeah. And I'm not sure if it's set up where each page is one location. Because I really had to hide this from myself so I didn't start playing with this stuff. Denmark was not one of the passport locations, but I think I'm going to make it a page, even though I won't have the stamp from Terry, or the sticker. So many of these places I've never even thought about visiting, so I'm looking them up and finding things that, yeah, that I had no idea about. And I'm really proud of my last page, so I'm eager to show you. But yeah, global travel. Here you go, you guys. Get on it. Switzerland was another one that wasn't in the sticker pack, but I would still love to do it. So I may end up having to do multiple journals. Spain, I got a lot of stuff for Spain. Austria, I'd love to go to Austria. Brazil, you know, and I don't really have huge desire to go to any of the South American countries. And maybe it's because I hear a lot of news about the crime and stuff, and I think, why would I travel to that? I'd love to go to Egypt. But yeah, I'm learning stuff. Here's Canada. In fact, I'm going to take this whole page out right now, if it'll let me, because I truly think Canada is the next page. Won't let me, and I don't want to tear it. Yeah, it won't let me. All right, let me just put a little thing on here so I remember. Oop, the cat and paste come in. You'll go anywhere where there's not snow. You guys are buried right now, aren't you? Because I know northern New York, oh my God, they have been so hammered this last week. So yeah, Mongolia. I love Mongolian food. Ugh. Mexico, been there a million times. Been to Canada a million times. Russia is another place. I literally have no desire. Thailand, we'll be doing that. Australia, been there, would go back 1,000 times. I'd like to just go squat and live with Jen and Squiz. I would clean and I would do things, you know. Beaver. I think it's fun to do cats traveling. Well, that's true. Yeah, you could pick an animal. Taj Mahal. This is India. That's definitely. I was going to do this page next. I've already read an awful lot about India. Over 50% of their workforce works in agriculture. Greece was not one of them, but I would go to Greece and sit on an island and drink alcohol when I don't even drink alcohol. I just shoveled a foot off the deck and I'm over it. Yep, I believe that. This is United States. I've got tons of stuff for United States. Look at little passports. Rome, Paris. So this was, I don't remember how much I paid for it, but whatever I paid for it, it was so worth it. And then I put together this little box of stuff that I'm using, and I think there's a couple things in here I ordered. Maybe not. I tried to keep it separate. I must have. Oh, no. Oh, I know. I put them in the back of the cards. So some of the stuff I did go ahead and use. But I ordered 2 things. So this is all the stuff I'm using in the passport journal. Cheese, Opa. I traveled through Holland, Germany, Denmark years ago on your scooter. Ooh, that sounds fun. It was just a whole different time then, Dorothy. You know, I don't know that as a single woman I would go travel internationally by myself, but it sounds like something that would be tons of fun. But I bought a bunch of these stickers to use because they're specific to locations, but I have separated out any that I think I'm going to use. And then these, I love these. And if anybody does a passport journal, I would send you some of these because these are the flags of the country in the shape of the country. So I've already pulled out all the ones that I'm going to use, and there's 2 sets of them. So I think it advertised as 100 stickers, but it's actually only 50 different stickers. So you get 2 of each one. So if you check out Anina's short, she did a postcard for all the places. Oh, cool, Devin. Yeah, times were very different then, Dorothy. I'm not sure that it would be advisable nowadays. Now, when I went to Australia with CB and Xandra, there was never a time there I felt unsafe. But, of course, we had Jen hosting us and traveling with us, so she already knew, you know, where to go, where not to go, what to do, what not to do. Raul's going to Paris. Okay, so I showed you last week, and I had mentioned it a couple weeks ago. I did go ahead and put the gold border around passport, and I've only gotten 2 pages done. These pages are taking a lot longer than I had anticipated, but this page I'll just keep adding more stuff to as I find it. And I'm going to glue 2 pages together throughout this whole thing because this paper was not great and I was having bleed through, which I can't deal with it. So This was my first page, Jamaica. I've still got a couple things I'm going to add over here, but this was pretty much the Jamaica page. And I don't know if I told you guys that there's a monkey island in Jamaica. So it's like being home sweet home, home away from home. So I used my monkey sticker. So, but this was my first page. I'm liking the way it turns out. So I don't know how many stories I'll actually end up writing, you know, because my initial idea is just think of all the things you could make up, the stories you could make up. But then when I start looking into the country and looking at the birds and the flowers and, you know, just places, it's just like, you know what, I might base it all completely on reality. And this is my Guatemala page. And I'm really, really happy with it. I really am. I watched a couple of YouTube videos of people who had actually visited there. And one of them started at this Arch of Santa Catalina. And it was just so pretty. Guatemala's been ruined several times by earthquakes, and there's active volcanoes there. You can go on volcano hikes and stuff like this. So I went ahead and did one of the volcanoes. My initial painting came out so much better than this. And then when I went to redo it on here, I don't like it, but whatever, it is what it is. But that is an active volcano, and you can hike up on it. And I'm not sure I'd want to do that, but Dr. Bird, yeah, that's a good name for the bird. Times have changed. I saw a man that looked like Santa hitchhiking the other day. Oh my God, Kat, that's so funny. He winked at you. Woo woo. But anyway, things that Guatemala are known for is their textiles and lots of butterflies down there. And so my idea was to somehow give, you know, the shape of the country or whatever. But then I found those stamps with the flag and the shape of the country. So I'm going to use those. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, it says that on there, Raul. Manja Blanca Orchid. I have White Nun written underneath. Because in my research, I found that out. But thank you for informing me, so I'm a smarter person now. I've been to St. Martin too, Devin. Yeah. So this is where I'm at with the passport journal. And the next country I do, because I thought of it last night in bed, I think is going to be Canada, because I've spent a lot of time in Canada. And yeah, and it'll be, I think, a whole different approach. But otherwise, I'm kind of thinking stuff like this, is pick out a few landmarks that I can draw and watercolor or use colored pencil or whatever. I definitely like the idea of the national bird and the flower. So yeah, that's where we're at. I like the lettering, being able to do the lettering and stuff like that. So yeah. He winked because you were staring at him. Oh my God. A White Nun is a delicious alcoholic drink. So is a Black Russian, I think. So yeah. So I'm excited to keep working on this. And it's a bad time because you guys, I've got scavenger hunt, Christmas, this challenge for Art Salute Beginner. Yeah, I'm going to be busy. So if Robert wants to eat, he better get over it. So this is a star I drew to work on today. And I'm going to try and make it metallic, because one of the other projects I want to do before Christmas on stream is to do some Christmas ornaments. And they're real shiny, you know, usually glass, but they're shiny. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have to really work on this metallic. So I wish I had looked up a reference photo, but I didn't. So whatever happens is what happens. So let's do this. And I'm going to use, let me move this so I don't get something on it. I'm going to use my Kuretake paints because I've only used these a couple times and I'm absolutely in love with them. You're doing 12-day Christmas challenge drawing with Renee Suzanne. Okay, cool. All 12 things they mention in a song. Tomorrow we'll upload day 1. Okay, so it's the 12 days of Christmas song, like Partridge in a Pear Tree. And all right, for gold, metallic gold. I mean, I have metallic gold, but I'm not going to use metallic gold. I'm going to use yellow ochre. And I think I'm going to want a light, a medium, and a dark so that I can depict shadows and reflections, on the star. I am making a damn mess here. I don't like other paints in my paints. All right, and to darken these, I'm going to add, I think, some cad red and a little bit of ultramarine blue. And we'll test these before we actually use them. And then for the real dark, I'm going to use the same red and blue, only obviously a little bit more of the blue. And if I need to, I'll add maybe some brown or something like that, but I want it quite a bit darker. I think I will add just a little bit. You wouldn't expect those colors, right? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, that's definitely darker. And then for the background, I think I'm going to do the blue-gray deep. And I was thinking, Dee Dee was, because I said the last one she's shown, she's not using the metallic circles, which doesn't mean I can't. But I was thinking a background, or the space around the stars, I'm going to keep it one color. Use this blue-gray, so it's going to be really dark. But then try and do maybe like a bokeh. Hi, View. Hi, Biddy Penny. Anybody I missed coming in while I was just running off at the mouth? But then I could use the mica gold with circles to put in the background. So that's what we're going to try. I don't know. Again, I had no plans, so this is what we're going with. Before I put these away, let's test the colors. Yeah, the junk journal kits that Dee Dee did this morning look awesome. All right, let's see how our color scheme is going to work out here. This is the lightest. I obviously didn't wash out my paintbrush. I'm going to add a little bit more water to that. Here's the medium. I think that's going to work. I'll pull you guys down a little bit. And then the dark. Yep, I think that's going to be okay. And then the whole thing surrounded by the dark blue. Oh, I love dark blue. I love dark blue so much. All right, I think that's good for our colors. I am going to need, I keep a stack of napkins underneath the chicken butt. I haven't shown the chicken butt in a while. And I'm always wiping paint brushes and stuff off on it. I'll just use one of those. It's a pretty day. Robert's heading outside. All right, those are our colors. That's what we're going with. Yeah, I think I like the colors too. We'll see. It looks pretty bland, but we'll see. Hopefully I can do something with it. And when I was thinking about the drawing, I just made up the star. Oops. Focus, you freak. There we go. I just cut a 9 by 9 inch square, marked off some borders, and then just made a star with, my gosh, why are you doing that? Hopefully it won't keep doing that. So I kind of envision if the light was hitting this square on, where would be my lights, my mediums, my darks? Whether or not it works, I don't know. We're going to find out. And I can always go in and add whites. And this is a number 8 round. This is a number 6. I think I'm going to work with the number 6 because I've got such small areas in some of these. So let's start with the lightest. And I did do myself a little map on here. If you can see, you know, like the asterisk is where I'm going to do the medium colors. And the D is where I'm going to do the dark. And then I wrote myself a note where I'm going to mix the light and the medium. So, yeah. So that's how I'm approaching this. We'll see how it works. And then in the background, I'm going to try and do maybe a bokeh thing. They look royal. Well, royal colors for royalty. Duh. I don't have my crown on, but. So let's paint. All right. I've showed you guys the passport journal. How have I inspired anybody to think they might want to do one? I haven't had to spend hardly any money on it. I mean, I'm less than $10 into it for sure, because I had the journal and some of the other stuff. So mostly I get to just use the stuff I already have. And I'm not doing wet on wet. I think next week, if I do the ornaments, I have a plan that I think I want to do. I could do the bokeh on that background because I'll make it look like they're ornaments hanging on a tree. But yeah, they're going to be very reflective. But this, if it turns out looking metallic, it should also be very reflective. Hey, sister. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And I'm going to be working around different places, so hopefully I won't have to blow dry any of these places. So hashtag this is all Terry Brett's fault, because I didn't even know about the challenge until she asked me this morning at Dee Dee's. I don't know why I missed it. I think I see most of her stuff. But yeah, didn't know about the challenge, but now I do. And I took the bait, Terry. But that was okay because I wasn't sure what I was going to do today anyway. And I think Terry's working along with me today because she's doing the challenge as well. And I should have lightened up these lines. so that you can't see them, but whatever. Hi, Kathy Berg. But I think having the light, medium, and dark should break this up enough. It should be okay. I'm hoping. I usually go into streams with a better plan than I have today for sure. And this one, to replicate the gold of the star, is just regular yellow ochre, Kiritaki yellow ochre. I have done absolutely nothing to prepare for Christmas. I don't have a light up, or tree up. I have no decorations up. Thank God my neighbor put his Christmas lights up like 2 months ago. So it's not like I'm lacking for Christmas lights. I'm not kidding. It might have been in August that he put them up. Fortunately, he only runs them when he's here. So, all right, I gotta take this sweater off. I'm hot. It was cold and foggy here this morning, you guys. Oh, Robert went to go get our drinks, and I wasn't up, so I didn't know how foggy it was. But it was still foggy when I got up. And if I'd have been up, I would not have let him go. It was that foggy out. You could not see across the cove for sure. All right, these are all going to be dark. Actually, I think this project might be good because I think I probably can get it done in the length of this stream. So I might actually finish something. I hardly ever finish anything on stream. I put your tree up. Yeah, I'll probably get it out here in the next, I don't know when. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to erase the marks that I have for the medium. And then, oh, actually, I need to go ahead and do a couple of these first. Because this one I want to do light and medium. Kind of trying to envision if there was some sort of reflection in it. And this one down here too. Oops. And I don't have any idea about why I put the colors where I put them, but on these, in my mind, it seemed to me as though there would be some mixture of the colors. So, yeah. And then this is the last one. Now, dry. Let me get some of this debris off. All right. And that's medium, and that's medium. All right. Let's go. Okay, those are dry now, so they won't be sucking up the colors going next to it. Oh, you put your tree up this morning? Yeah, I probably will get to it sometime this week, I hope. Mine is so easy, you guys, honestly. I have like a 12-foot tree, artificial tree, and I decorated it and put miniature ornaments on it years and years ago because I lost my Christmas tree, my artificial Christmas tree, in the basement flood many years ago. And I thought, I'm not doing that again. I would have had to replace all the lights, all the everything. And I thought, nope, not doing that. So I got this little miniature tree over at Hobby Lobby. I decorated it. I found a box, a Mr. Coffee box that it slides right into. I did make it a really cute little tree skirt out of reversible fabric, so I can switch it out every other year if I want. And I have little boxes all wrapped up with bows on them. I made the bows, and so it's got, when I pull it out of the box, it's got all its ornaments and all its presents already ready. That's how much I decorate. And then I do decorate a lot for Christmas Eve. We always have Christmas Eve over here with my family. And I set the, I have a lot of decorations for the table and all the tables in the house. So, and I put a wreath out, and then that's pretty much all I do for Christmas. Oh, and I put lights on all the banisters. So maybe I'll take a picture of it. It does end up being kind of pretty, but it's like not a whole hell of a lot of effort, to be honest. All right. I wonder if that's dark enough. I guess we'll be able to see when it's all said and done, huh? Now, one of the things about crack art is you go in and decorate the spaces with doodles and stuff like that. I haven't actually thought about that, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. If I like this star so much, I maybe not even want to do that. this looks, I don't know what, if it's my lights or what. Ah, too much paint. And if I get this done, I will post it on Instagram. I have not posted any of the passport journal on IG, and I haven't decided if I'm going to, because it's so random. Don't we all wish we had a Dee Dee coming over to put our tree up? Take me to Walmart and, or to Hobby Lobby and break me. But yeah, I would still do a full-size tree if mine hadn't gotten ruined. Plus, that was about the time that Jim passed away. And all of our stuff was stuff that we had collected over the years. And so that first year, I definitely was just not in the mood. So yeah, I'm really happy with the little Christmas tree. And it's got twinkly lights on it. So it's not like I'm completely bah humbug, even though I'm kind of bah humbug. If you ever spend a Christmas in the hospital with somebody, yeah, your idea of Christmas changes when you're watching people sick and ugh. I might have to mix some more medium, which I really didn't want to have to do. I know the shapes look really weird, but I'm hoping that it all works out in the end. That's how I'm approaching this. Damn, I hope it works out in the end. May or it may not. And I guess I don't have to be so precious with those edges because I should post the passport journal. Okay, maybe I will. All right, I'm just going to take time right now and mix some more. Medium. Of course, now I'm mixing way more than I need. Oh, well. Mixing more paint over your piece of art is not recommended, okay? Just saying. And then which blue did I use? I think I used ultramarine. Where's my little piece of paper that had the swatches on it? Let's see how close I am to the medium. All right, we'll go with that. See, the older I get, Dorothy, the more I kind of think that too, is I wish we hadn't turned Christmas so material. But I will also say that I was the kid who could hardly wait for Christmas to get all the presents. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that it has to start before we even do Halloween is very annoying to me. But yeah, I think it's just the older I get, the more I like to have stuff to bitch about. But I love Christmas, like, you know, the family comes over and I like the food and yeah, so. And this year I didn't have Thanksgiving for the family. And so I cooked for just Robert and I. I have to say it was one of the most pleasant days where I was just doing something for us. And I fixed ham and scalloped potatoes. I had not fixed scalloped potatoes in years, you guys. It was so freaking delicious. So my colors aren't going to match. I can go over those other ones. But even when it's dry, it's not going to look the same. Probably needed a little bit more ochre, but it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we had a really nice Thanksgiving. Never turned the TV on. It was an awesome day. I might make that dark a little darker, I'm thinking. The more I think about it, that in the shadows, it would probably almost be black. And this I'm doing just for an experiment. Let this be a lesson to you guys. Mix enough paint to do the whole damn thing. It actually does have too much red in it, but we're going to work with it, whatever. And it's actually kind of abstracted. I don't think it's going to create a problem. If I don't like it, it's paper. I throw it away. Angie's in trouble. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Angie? I'm going to go ahead and put this darker color on the mediums. My bad. My bad. My bad. And I'll actually be happy for spring. And I feel bad whining about the cold, you guys, because I watch TV and see what some of you guys are dealing with. And I'm just like, it's only 40 degrees here. You need to quit whining. But I'm still going to whine because I can't deal with 40. You like the darker color? Yeah, I do too. I'll live with it. It's okay. And those of you guys that are getting a lot of snow and stuff, I feel so sorry for you. But I know you're used to it. I lived in Colorado, and I used to drive in it to work. And when you're in it, you just deal with it, right? But oh my God, I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. My husband's outside shoveling snow. He should be back in by spring. I feel so sorry for you guys. I truly do. But I don't want a bunch of people moving down here either, so deal with it. that's how sympathetic I am. Deal with it. That's terrible. The pictures from upstate New York the other night. Oh my God, it looked like hell. And another thing that was so bad about it was all the people were trying to get home from, their Thanksgiving travels. And it was like, oh. And dealing with airports. Oh, it was 22 degrees when you got up. Oh my God. 40 below zero. No way. On Saturday. Oh my God, you guys. You are definitely made of different material than me now. And used to be I'd get all dressed up and go skiing that crap. Drive up in the mountains. That didn't bother me a bit. But now I'm just like, oh, no, who even would want to do that? But if I could still ski, I probably would. Oh, I just put it in the dark. My bad. All right. Just fix my screw up. Sorry, dudes. All right. Now the darkest color. All right. Let me pull out. Yeah, you guys can kind of see the whole thing now. All right. I'm going to test that dark again. ornaments. I added a little bit of ochre back into that. It was just looking too red to me. I think it still needs to be darker. I'm going to go with some of this. All right. I hope I didn't go too cuckoo now. All right. That's what we're going to go with. That is a really, really nice dark brown. Yep, I think that'll be good. That'll be good. All right, let me erase my little road map here. I don't think you'd be able to see it through that dark paint, but we'll erase it anyway. All right. I think it's dry enough that I'm not going to be moving anything. I'm probably going to have to do 2 coats of this dark. Maybe not. We'll see. Does it look like what I think it's going to look like? Can you guys tell that that's a dimensional star? Yeah, I'm liking the colors too, Kat. I'm not unhappy about the colors. I'm not sure how I'm going to save it. Do I have to get out some white acrylic or gouache? It's a fancy star. Yes, it is a fancy star. Because Raul told me it looks like royalty colors. So naturally it has to be all fancy. And I can actually obliterate the whole thing if I decide to doodle on it. I was just more interested in doing the metallic star because I want to do the glass ornaments next. I haven't painted glass in a long, long time. Does a fancy star need some sparkle? Hi, Joanne. Are you referring to glitter paints, Joanne? I was going to try not to use glitter. I am going to use the gold mica, however, on the background, I think. And I might just try the bokeh, picking up the paint because I want that background for the ornaments. So this was really just setting me up for the next painting that I've actually been thinking about for a while. Creating an optical illusion is all you're doing. Joanne, maybe you ought to be using that sparkle paints. I think putting this dark on it is going to tell me whether or not my thinking was right. Because I really don't know. And then I'll hit it with a heat gun and yeah, oh well, I'm going to go over that anyway, so doesn't matter. All right, you guys, be honest and tell me if I've made this look like a, actually, this is the way I originally intended it. Ugh, erasers. Nah, that's the way it goes, like that. Is it what you intended? Yeah, it's kind of what I had envisioned. Hi, Antoine. I hope I pronounced that right. Would be horrified if saw my place today finally finished putting up Christmas stuff, have 3 trees and sparkle everywhere. I wouldn't be horrified. I'd probably say, is it time we start cleaning up? Would you like to clean up? You want some help cleaning up? Yeah, I have no way to translate. So yeah, if at all possible, English to chat with the ladies would definitely help. I'm going to go over these gold areas and just smooth them out, I think. Y'all aren't answering me. We're going to make them a little bit richer with a coat of yellow ochre. probably added a little bit too much water, but live and learn. Next time I should get a reference photo and actually draw a map, right? But this is what you get for not being prepared. And I'm okay with it. Belinda likes it. Thank you, Belinda. You can stay. The rest of these people got to go. I wish I could see what Terry's doing. I'll have to wait and watch for it on IG. Okay, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm wondering. All right. I'm just going to experiment, okay? You're going, what are you doing? I'm going to gold this up a little bit. And now I've jumped in, so I have to do it. Don't you know? I might have to gold up the dark too. I don't know. Terry is considering cutting her star out and redoing the background. Okay. Well, that's the cool thing about life, Terry. If you want to redo the background, you get to redo the background. I haven't even started mine yet. Who knows? I may absolutely hate it. But if it's dark blue, I'm not going to hate it. Anything in dark blue is okay. And I'm not having to be quite so meticulous now. Just as long as I stay out of the areas that are going to be blue. Because I don't want green. Well, I actually thought about doing a green background, but I think the blue with the gold is going to look a lot nicer. And those I already did. Did I? No, I don't think so. We'll do it again. What the hell? Can't get fired from this job. Do a little bit more ochre, and then I should be okay. And I don't think I went over this one. And I'm going to leave the dark just the dark, but I am going to go over it one more time with the dark. How about that? I like the parts that are two colors. They look interesting. Well, they're supposed to be shadows and reflections. I'm not sure that I've depicted it quite accurately, but whatever. It is what it is now. I'm not hating it, honestly. I'm really not. And it was as much an experiment as anything, because I didn't start out with a reference. I just started drawing because the lady who is hosting the challenge, she did all of her areas just very colorful in different colors, probably more Christmassy type colors. So there are no rules. You get to do what you want to do. These lights are driving me flipping crazy today. But I thought, nah. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, no, I need to do something and let myself practice on something that will have reflections and reflect light. So, yeah. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to I could use the new white pens Dee Dee sent me. For the top of each of these points where the light is hitting them first. Right, right. Okay. Yeah, this is all right. It's getting quite a warp up in the middle. So much to do, so little time, you know? I need to start Christmas shopping too. Real life is just going to interfere here, you guys. All right. It's looking like what I thought it would look like. Cool, Brenda. Hi, by the way. Interesting read. Werner's Nomenclature of Colors. Barbara, you are on another planet. There, Devin just said it. Babs, what are you on? Girl, what did you take? All right, I'm going to hit this with a heat gun real quick. If I can find the heat gun. And we'll do the background. But yeah, I'm really okay with this so far. Okay, that's probably dry enough that I don't have to worry about the colors running. Now we're going to do the background, and I'm pretty sure I chose the deep blue gray, which looks almost black. And it's pretty thick, so it shouldn't. Yeah, it'll be okay. All right, here we go. And I don't care if I go outside the border line. because that border is going to end up being black. But the lines here along the edge of the star are pretty important. Because if I goof up here, I'm not sure how much of that I can fix later. Isn't this color amazing? I love those Kiritaki paints. Love them so much. I can't believe it took me so long to flip and buy them. Dee Dee's been telling me for years to buy them. You know what? I'm getting out a bigger brush. And if I need to come back in and add the small little center parts, I will. Oh, I just added water to that. Oh, well. And I should have done this wet on wet is what I should have done. But we're going to try it this way because I'm a goofball and wasn't thinking ahead. Just keep it wet. Keep it wet. Okay, I'll use the other paintbrush for the bokeh part of it. Now I'm coming in and I'm going to pick up some of the paint. I need another rag to wipe on. I've only done this bokeh technique a couple of different times, so it's not like I'm proficient at it, right? And you kind of got to do it while it's still wet. Oops. It's kind of crazy that you can pick up that really, really rich blue, right? Some of them, I'm going to do them lighter and darker. Put more points. Could you put more points in between the existing points? Ugh. I'm not sure what. Oh, you mean more points in the star? I suppose I could if I wanted to. But I kind of wanted this bigger background to work in to do this with so I can add the gold. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And I don't necessarily want these all the same size. And the thought in my head, and y'all can tell me if I'm a little cuckoo, and if I wanted to look like it was hanging on a Christmas tree, I would have done the green background, and I actually thought about that. I love Devin's comments. What psychedelic music are you guys listening to? I would have had to ask, what psychedelic drugs are you guys taking? Did Tina come in? Tina, did you get your computer mess squared away? Tina was having computer problems this morning at Dee Dee's. All right, tell me what you think about that bokeh background. Is it too distracting? Because I'm going to add the mica gold to the blue background. And I'll crispen up these edges at the very end in the cleanup stage. I always have a cleanup stage. If I wasn't on stream, I would be painting this so differently. But I try and keep it where you guys can kind of see what's going on. And to do the bokeh, you have to work a little bit quickly. I suppose I could go back in and re-wet it, but I really wasn't wanting to. It will do till you learn how to paint. Dorothy, get your butt over in the corner right now. Another thing that I could have done that might have been pretty cool would be just to drop water in here and let it create whatever blossoms it wanted to create, right? Dorothy's in my chat telling me I don't know what the hell I'm doing, which I'm not going to argue with her. She'll get on her broomstick and fly over here. Bigger and fainter ones. Oh, you think I need some bigger ones? Okay. Thanks, Devin. That's the kind of feedback I like. I don't have a lot of space. That's why I was trying to keep them kind of small. And probably another thing is probably not so uniform where, you know, I have a smaller one behind a bigger one. Are those your favorite watercolor brushes? Yes, Kat, I'm definitely partial to these black velvet brushes for sure. I definitely am. And the only thing, you know, I sound like a freaking expert, and I'm definitely not, but the one thing that I would say about the paintbrushes is when you use a nice paintbrush, you can kind of tell by the um, amount of water it holds or releases, or I don't know. That's the one thing I would say is that um, yeah, it just holds they just hold water really well. And cheaper brushes really do not do that. I mean, I've been painting, like in the passport journal, I've been painting with this travel brush. It's a Princeton Aqua Elite that Linda Rentz had sent me. I like it an awful lot too. But my build is working. I've been using, since I separated out like the brushes into flats and rounds and specialty and all that. When I've been here playing by myself, I have been reaching for other brushes. So, so my build has definitely worked. And I put the long handle ones up close to the top so they're not down close to where I'm dinking around. And so I don't have to worry about the bristles getting screwed up with whatever I'm laying on the table next, you know, up against them. So yeah, I have to say that build has definitely worked, and I'm really, really happy with it. But yeah, the difference between, at least in watercolor, you know, and other stuff, acrylic, stuff like that, probably doesn't matter at all. But for watercolor, I think a little bit better brush is definitely in your best interest. And the first time you ever use one, you can almost tell immediately that, dang, that's a nice brush. And you can tell. Oops, I didn't mean to rinse that, because I'm going to use this one to put the little circles in. I wonder, let me just see. I don't want it to look like I'm just picking up the color, but this brush is silver black velvet. I think I have 3 or 4 of them. I bought some of them, and then I think actually Linda Rentz, I think, sent me either the number 6 or the number 8, because I've got 2 of those. So I think I bought them. I bought them as a set. And when I saw the price, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. But if you take care of them, they're going to last a long, long time. Like, I'm not going to say forever, but they are definitely going to last you a long time. Like, I can't tell that this brush, its point is still excellent, holds water excellent, but I do really, really take care of these. And go, you know, if you're thinking about spending money on brushes, go out and look at, no, this one's a 6, this one's an 8. And I've got one bigger one. And they always say paint with the biggest brush you can handle. The big ones scare me, like really scare me. So unless I'm doing a big area, I'm less inclined to use a really big brush. And that's something I probably need to make myself do, is just do a painting where you have less control with a bigger brush. But they always say paint with the biggest brush that you can handle. Tim won it. Well, that's why I love Tim so much, Linda. And I loved seeing him and his niece doing Christmas stuff. So keep posting those pictures because I like seeing Tim enjoying himself. I'm pretty sure it was Uncle Tim. So yeah, keep posting that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, am I doing better with the different colors? Bossy butt? I'm trying to think if there are any other brushes that I, will go in search of. And surprisingly, one of the brushes that I also use a lot, especially if I want like a straight line, all those nail brushes that Dee Dee bought, that we all bought, I think, when Dee Dee showed them, that have the dot tool and all that stuff in them. I reach for those a lot. Like right now, I would be using them for that straight line. But I use them for ink and stuff like that. If you have good watercolor brushes, never use ink or acrylics or anything like that with them. Now, see, I just goofed up that, but I think I can salvage that on cleanup. You're doing great. I was just talking about a different technique for bokeh where you can wait until dry and then use a circle stencil. Yeah, I've seen that too, where you re-wet the watercolor. Yeah, probably a good idea, honestly, if you want perfectly round circles and stuff. I don't really care. Because hopefully this is going to fade into the background, that it won't be the centerpiece of the painting. That was not the idea, but that it would add interest, but yeah, I don't know. We're going to see. This could be either a huge success or a huge failure. Excuse me. Bokeh, even. I meant stencil with magic eraser. Yeah, I've done that before. I think I actually did that on a paint along with Kathy Arbor. I don't like what the magic eraser does to the paper, though. It does really rough up your paper. And if I was doing it the right way, it seems to me, you'd almost do it like reverse painting, where you left the white space and then you might, I think I've done it on stream. I think the way I'm doing it right now is kind of the cheater way, but cheater, 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 I don't care. But yeah, you can clean up a lot of messes with watercolor if you use the magic eraser. The only thing is it does scar up your paper. All right, and I don't want a huge amount. I'm having to add more paint over here. See how much water and paint is in that brush? And the difference between the 6 and the 8 is definitely noticeable. 6 gives you a whole lot more control, I think. The number 6 is my favorite brush. Thanks, Terry. I'm liking it. It's not very Christmassy, though, is it? Probably should have gone with the gold and the green, but whatever. Next week will be Christmassy ornaments, and I'll definitely do those in Christmassy colors. I haven't decided yet which I'm going to do. But I want to do the ornaments like my mother had, you know. Probably a lot of our mothers had them. But I have to look them up. Next week I will have a reference photo to work from. Might make it a lot better. You think? You think it is seasonal? And I can kind of see the dimensions now when I look at the camera. But looking down at this, I see 0 dimension right now. 0. It's just like paint on paper. But that happens to me a lot. Where I don't see what I'm actually my goal until I'm done. And the one I can remember that was especially noticeable to me was many years ago. I hadn't been watercoloring very long, and I painted some marbles. And to save the life of me, I could not see the dimension in those marbles. And so I just threw it on a pile on my desk, thinking I'll put it away later and maybe come back and review and decide how I can improve on that later. And then when I picked it up to put it away later, then it just like jumped off the page at me. I could all of a sudden see the dimension. So go figure. But yeah, that happens to me. You painted along with the marbles? Yeah, it was crazy because I couldn't We did choose similar colors. I'm really excited to see yours, Terry. And Rachel came in. Hi, Rachel. But yeah, I think sometimes you got to put something aside and then come back later. And you might be a little bit surprised with the results. I know I was on more than one occasion. This, I kind of think now it would have been nice if I'd have used the really, really dark green. And this Kuretake set has a really, really nice dark green. But when I got blue in my head, that was it. I was going with the blue. See how I went into that little thing a little bit? That annoys me very much. Star of Bethlehem. Exactly, Devin. There was one going around, and I swear there, okay, you know I'm a conspiracy theorist because I'm not going to be able to get that up. Oh, well. There was one not very long ago where it was like, I'm just going to make this up because I don't remember exactly what it was. But it was like, do you see a monkey or a horse's head? And I looked at it, and to me, it looked like a panda. And I think they're just doing this to screw with me. I swear to God, nobody is looking at this, seeing a damn monkey or a horse's head. So, but I'm not the kind of person either that goes to a football game and thinks the people in the huddle are talking about me. But honestly, when that one, it was just like nobody is thinking that they're seeing a horse's head. I'm just not believing it. So are they jacking with me, or is it proof that my brain has finally just left? No, that one just got blooms because I added too much water, but that's okay because I'm adding gold to this. So, oh, that one's getting a lot of blooms too. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I was trying to not get the blooms, but it was probably a chicken. It was, Pat. It was a conspiracy chicken. I know it was. I know it was. But I swear, I looked at that thing for the longest time thinking, there is no way anybody is seeing a horse's head out of that, you know? All right, needs more paint. They wanted you to see what wasn't there. I think so, Terry. I'm glad it wasn't an intelligence test because I would have failed horribly. I'm probably going to need to add a little bit more water. All right. It might be a little bit darker. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, I've got a question for you guys, because I'm going to need to get on Amazon. We're having the whole family over here Christmas Eve, as always. We always do that. And we do a Dirty Santa giveaway. And I've always tried to buy, you know, and we have a dollar limit on it, but I've always tried to buy gifts that somebody would be happy to have. But I thought this year I'm going to include one gift that if you get it, you just want to get rid of it. I like the gifts that everybody wants to steal. It just makes it really fun. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. But yeah, I like the gifts that everybody likes to steal. You know, like it's like, oh man, I've always looked at that. I've always wanted that or something. That's still too wet for me to be messing in, but whatever. You've never heard of Dirty Santa? Am I the only one who does Dirty Santa? We used to do it. I had a lot of brothers and sisters. I've told you guys that a million times. But anyway, at Mom's house, and my mom, toward the end of her life, God bless her, she would put things in your Christmas stocking that you just went, what the hell were you thinking, Mother? And one year, okay, sound like okay. Never heard of what's Dirty Santa? Never heard of Dirty Santa. Okay, and maybe I'm calling it the wrong thing, but in my family, Dirty Santa is where each person has to bring a gift. And in years past, the dollar limit was like, oh, CB walks in and comes up with a perfect answer. But you have to bring a gift worth about $15. I've heard of it, but not called that. Okay. We call it ruthless. So it's, yeah, never heard of it. You steal presents. Yeah, you call it something. Okay, we call it Dirty Santa. But anyway, I always try and buy the gift that everybody wants to steal, right? And I know one thing that I can do every time, and everybody's going to want to steal it. But this year, I thought I'm going to put a twist into it and add one more number than there are people. And have that person, they have to give away their gift. You know, like what I'm saying is something you want. It's the opposite of what you would be doing. So I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about, okay, what gift would everybody just want so bad to get rid of? Preparation H is a good one. I was thinking a package of Depends, you know, because a lot of people are going to go for that great big package, but I don't even know how much Depends are. So I don't know, you know, I don't want to spend $30 on a gift that nobody's going to want. You know what I mean? But Preparation H, that's not bad, because that's that would be affordable. But when I was thought of the Depends, I thought, yeah, if those are reasonably priced. Now I could do like a package of condoms or something like that, but my nephews probably would want those. But anyway, let me finish telling you about my mother and her crazy stocking gifts. So one year, I don't even know who it started with. I think it started with my oldest brother, Dick. And Dick was a dick, in case you're wondering. But anyway, he got this figurine of a duck. And he called it the blanking ugly duck. So then we started this tradition where the blanking ugly duck came back for Christmas every year. And it was wrapped as, you know, a gift that you would, you'd want to open, right? And the thing is, if you got the blanking ugly duck, you had to display that prominently in your house for the next 12 months. That was so much fun. And you had to provide pictures of where it was placed in your house. And if somebody dropped by your house and the blanking ugly duck wasn't where your photograph said the blanking ugly duck was, you had to keep it for another year. And honestly, we tried so hard to get everybody to try and get rid of the blanking ugly duck. But you kind of wanted it too, you know? But then Mother got so weird in her gift giving that pretty soon we were all getting crapola gifts like the blanking ugly duck. And it was like, Mom, you need to just stop. There's only so much of this garbage we can display. Yep, the blanking ugly duck. And honestly, I don't know whatever happened to it because I moved away from home and wasn't home for Christmas anymore. My brother moved with me, you know, followed me a year later. And then Mom and Dad sold the house. Well, I think they'd actually sold the house before that, but we were having Christmas over at one of my brother's house. And but then we started moving away. And so I think that whole Christmas tradition, now they may still be swapping the blanking ugly duck. I don't know. Because my one sister-in-law, even though my brother passed away, she still hosts Christmas Eve over at their house. So it could be that the blanking ugly duck is still floating around the family. It just doesn't ever get to me. Yep, the blanking ugly duck. And I lived, it was a little bit out of my way to go over to my oldest brother's house. But I would go by his house intentionally just to check on the duck because I wanted him to have to keep it on display for another year. And it had to be prominent. Like you couldn't put it in a back bedroom. No, 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 no. It had to be on your TV. It had to be in your entryway. It had to be somewhere where anybody coming in your house could see the duck. I miss traditions like that. Dryer lint. Oh, dryer lint would be a good one. That's absolutely free. I'd have to start saving now because I don't have dryer lint stored up, you know. I suppose I could wash up some trash too, you know, like if I used a can of soup or something, wash the can up, put the lid back on, and wrap that up. I could do that because I have one of those can openers where you can put the lid back on. Okay, I might do that. But yeah, maybe you can make something with toilet paper roll holders and try and gift that in your dirty Santa. You have a ton of dog hair, CB. I don't. Of course, I could give him my hair. I could just clean out my hairbrush and I'd have enough hair for everybody in the family. Lucky me. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody I know says, you need to get a pet. You need to get a pet. I don't want a pet. I'd love to share all the love with a pet, but the thing is, I don't want the hair. Remember how I used to be picking hairs out of my paintbrushes? So yeah, it's like as much as everybody thinks I need a pet, I don't know if I need a pet. One year my mom bought me a pair of crocheted nipple tassels. I got her back the next year with a toy. Oh my God. Now my brother used to do that when you were very first. I'm trying to think when Jim, the very first Christmas, my husband went to my family's for Christmas Eve. My brother got, who would be in the future, my husband, a blow up doll because he said he felt bad that Jim would be having to hang out with me. So my brother used to do stuff like that. And if you were a girl, you were definitely getting a vibrator. So yeah. Yeah, my brother did that a lot. I am thinking about getting another cat, Devin. You still have all the tree decorations when you were a child. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Dorothy. They're probably worth a lot of money. Poodles don't lose their hair. Yeah, I don't. The one thing I don't want is a yappy animal. I do not want a yappy animal. And don't poodles yap? So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, my one brother was crazy. Oh dear, Christmas at my house is never this interesting. Oh my God, my one brother. He could embarrass anybody. I'm trying to think what other gifts he gave to people. I just remember Jim got that blow up doll because he felt sorry for him having to hang out with me. Okay, there you go. I'm liking the background, you guys. Polka dot background is, it's a good thing. I got a husband because vibrators don't mow the lawn. Oh my God, Barbara, that's funny. I'm going to tell that to Robert later on, Barbara. The only reason I keep you. Oh my God. Do you know how long parrots last, Vale? Did I say hi to you, by the way? Yeah, like parrots live forever. Yeah, I can't deal with one of those birds. All right, let's do some cleanup now. I think I will start. I'm still not necessarily seeing a lot of the dimension. Poodles only yap if you let them. They're very smart and they will train if you let them. Now, one of my most favorite dogs, it was a friend of my sister's, had a standard poodle, you know, one of the tall ones. And she said it doesn't shed anything. That was the best dog ever. It was so protective of the kids. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm going to use one of Dee Dee's pens. What do I use? Do I test because I've not tested them with watercolor yet. So I'm going to put this away for the time being. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but we'll see. Try not to screw up my brushes. That I'm done with. All right, I can either use the white one, I only have one of those though. I don't know, CB. I don't know Barb Owen's married name. Okay, in that situation, CB, the way I would handle it, you leaving, Devin? Go have a great afternoon. It is Faye. Okay, well, Dorothy knows. I had cats, cat and paste, and they were very lucky. They were very lucky cats. All right. I'm not sure if this white is going to work. I'm going to jump in with both feet, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me hit it with a heat gun. I don't need things moving at this point. The only place it's wet is over there. I should write that down too, what Barb Owen's married name is. Because I had not heard. I was just gonna tell CB the way I would handle that if I was sending a card or something in the mail. I would just put Barb, formerly known as Owens, ? That's how I would deal with that. All right, let's try this handy dandy pen. We'll try both of them actually, because I'm going to try and put a highlight. And yes, I'm going to use a ruler. You wrote it down and promptly forgot where you put it. I'm going to write it down right now. Let me get my book out. Because I would do something just as stupid. All right. I can't put my book on the table because it's got everybody's address in it. Faye, that's an easy one. F-A-Y. Thank you, Dorothy. Hey, Dana. All right, let's start on this one because I know that there would be a bright It's impossible to go over that white line, but can you guys see that? I don't think you can. All right, tried that one. Let's try the other one. Barb, wife of Studley Duck. See that husband? I knew his first name, but I didn't know his last name. Yeah, wife of Studley Duck. That would be cute, CB, and she would really appreciate that. Yeah, see, I can only see it faintly too, Terry. All right, pen, puke off your lid right now. All right, get it moving first. Let's do this one next. Ooh, this has a little bit fatter nib, so. Oh, I like this one. Oh, this is nice. This is sweet. Very sweet, very sweet. But see, you can't, if it skips, you can't go back and fix. So I'll have to either let that, well, lift it up off the paper a little bit and it's going ahead and puking out its ink. Can you see that? That one you can see a lot better, right? Yep. Hopefully it dried quick and I didn't just smear it, slapping the ruler back down on it. That would have been dumb. But something I would definitely do. Yeah, this ink is flowing really nice. Just don't cram down on it. Like just Hold it lightly on the paper and let it glide, and it's puking out a perfect line of ink. But don't press down on it. Nice. All right, I think I will go ahead. I'm not sure that that would be, yeah, the light would be hitting it first, so let's go ahead and put it on all of them. It looked like we meant to. Well, now after I've been bragging on it, it's wanting to stop on me. It feels pretty good in your hand too, I have to say. It's just like the roundness of it is very nice. Nice. The white lines make it, right, CB? My husband hears you talking to Janet and he says, "What are you watching?" Tell him you're watching The Antics of an Okie. This is a new pen that Dee Dee sent me, CB. There's an QIONEW white gel pens. The first one was an Inkjoy. This one, I like the width of the line better. And the flow of the ink is really just spot on. But I'm not pushing down. Like, I'm just letting it glide right across the paper. And it's working fabulous. Thanks, Dee Dee. You made my life better. You make my life better every day, though. My phone rings and I look down and it's Dee Dee Willingham and I'm just like, woohoo! Because I have smut to tell her. I test all my smut on Dee Dee first. Always on the hunt for a better white pen. Yep. Yeah, that's where the dimension is coming from, Belinda. I knew it would make a difference, but I wasn't sure how much. But I'm digging it. Digging it. Now, a purist would have a problem with this. It's a good thing I'm not a purist, or I wouldn't be talking about blow-up dolls and vibrators on my stream. Right? Right. Yeah, Dee Dee, I think I'm going to like these. Now I'm going to have to order you some. Perfect. Perfect white lines. Perfect. All right. And then the other thing, and I'm not sure how thick a line I want. So I'm also loving this Jetstream pen. And I'm not sure if I want to go with black, but I think I'm going to go with black. For the valleys. Little things can make a big, big difference. And this kind of cleanup stuff definitely makes a difference. And I don't know that I'm going to do it, but another thing that would really help a lot is to crispen up these lines along the edge of the star. Thank you, Vale. I think so too, CB. I'm not a purist, but I think use whatever tools you have available. That's the beauty of living now. You know, like a lot of artists in the past probably had to go to great lengths to create an illusion that now we have a white pen. Use it, for God's sakes. Don't go around being a dumbass your whole life. Dee Dee, I'm so excited to start my book tonight. I might go to bed early just for that reason. And you guys, I'm still wanting Mexican food. I still haven't gotten Mexican food. But tonight we're going to eat the rest of the leftovers from Thanksgiving. By now, I'm really sick of ham. But I'll make some deviled eggs to go with it. And then I'll be happy. Then I'll be happy. Okay, now I'm creating the illusion that I wanted to create. And it actually goes this way. No, that's the top. I avoided the V word and just said toy. I've had my hand slapped in last words, mainly an ass when you're talking about donkeys. Okay, Brenda, I'm not making up any dumbass rules around here. You know, yeah. I mean, there's some things I would prefer you didn't, and there's some things that the mods could kick you out for, but yeah, I'm not big on censoring speech, if you know what I mean. All right. Now, Dee Dee, I love the pen. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's see. I want to now. Now, Dee Dee had said, because I didn't do the paper big enough, she said, because I like using the mica gold on these kind of abstract paintings, but I wasn't sure how it was going to look with this star thing I had going on, but I wanted to use the mica anyway. And she said, draw a circle, you know, draw around the whole thing with a circle, but I'd already cut my paper and all that, and it was like, no, that's not going to work. And I don't have much room, but I'm going to add gold. Yeah, let's do a couple experiments. It's not like I can go back now. Whatever I do, I'm going to do. Let's see what makes the best circle. Okay. I need a pokey tool or something because it gets that film, the surface tension film. Come on, pop that bad boy. Come on. I don't like that. You're not going to be perfect for sure. Let's see how this is an old pen tube, but I liked it because you got two sizes of circles. I like the little one. The little one on one end. And if you want to create one of these, just trash out the guts of one of your Pentel pens. God, I've spent a lot of money on Pentel in my life. Come on. I like the little one. All right, we're going with the little one. Thanks, Cat and Paste. Zin didn't think the word ass was bad. She was saying it, asking about my donkeys. I type it and get a warning for hate speech and then time out. Oh my God. Oh, you mean that's from YouTube? Now that a streamer cannot control what YouTube decides to, oh, here's an even smaller one. All right, now because we can and we've got a little bit of time, we're going to see about the little circles. I don't like those, and I'm not going to dink around. They are perfect little circles, but if you're going to do a circle like that, why not get out your dot tool? Duh. All right. There's all my circle makers. A syringe. That should be a little circle. Hey, Kat, in your studio tour, I did not see a container like this. You need to get yourself one. Starting today. Kat's studio tour was fun. All right. We're going to go with the smaller circle. And I guess I'm just going to have to pop the little surface tension thing. Getting Mexican tomorrow. I like Mexican food. All right. For whatever reason, oh, I spoke too soon. If I have to do that, that's going to drive me cuckoo. All right, let's see. Can you guys see it, or am I going to have to bring you in a little bit? All right, I'm going to have a mixture of dots and circles. Yeah, because I put crack art in my title. Yep, I might get dinged. I think YouTube is just damn stupid for doing that. There's so much content out there. How do they honestly think that they can monitor? But what do I know? What do I know? If I was getting rich, I might pay attention. You know? I'm not exactly getting rich over here. I don't want to overdo it, but I like that. Yeah, they have no sense of humor. You know, the thing I don't get is I don't have to like the things that you say, and you don't have to like the things that I say. But I don't think anybody should, like we were talking about earlier with the Jordan Peterson thing, I don't think anybody should be able to impede my speech, because society is going to do that for you. If I say something hateful about a particular group of people or something like that, how long do you think my content would be viable? People will self govern. You know what I mean? Like if I'm here saying hateful thing about your race or your religion or something like that, believe me, you're not coming back. You don't need to report me. You know, who's deciding this? And that's why I like Jordan Peterson, because that was his contention all along. Who's going to police this stuff? Because it's probably the person you want to police it the least, okay? Because that person is going to change as society changes, as governments change, as whatever. So I don't want my representatives or my government doing it any more than I want your government doing it to me. You know, the people in Germany, I think it's still true. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But they can't participate in X because of the hate speech that's on X. If you don't like the hate speech, mute that person, block that person, whatever. I'm just a free speech absolutist that I get to say hateful things. If you don't like it, you don't have to hang out with me. That's cool. I'm cool with that. And if you say hateful things, I don't have to hang out with you. How about that? Let's just do it that way. I might go back in here with a dot tool and make some dots. I like the background a lot. I'm not having to pop the surface tension thing, so that's good. And they're not perfect, which is fine, because the bokeh or whatever you say is not perfect in the background. So yeah, cool. Very cool, very cool. And Terry, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna draw doodles in the star. What do you guys think? Like on a lot of the crack art that I've done in the past, you know, they do the doodles. What do you guys think? Should I do that or not? Oops. I like the gold circles too, Dee Dee. But with the background being so busy, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to leave the star alone. But what do you think, Terry? Am I breaking the rules? I'm not doing her style art. Of course, if you look at the hashtag, there's a lot of people out there not doing it. I will, but I'm not sure you should. Okay. Because that was the thing. I thought, well, I could do it just in the background. So maybe this qualifies. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I love this mica gold. I love it so much. Thanks so much, Vale. Well, I think the question I should be asking is, would the doodles make it better? Would it be more interesting? Because the thing is, I mean, I could do dark designs in the lighter, but I think it would detract from what right now to me looks metallic. The star has dimension now. So I don't know that, I don't know. I don't know. Yep, there's a little bubble popped. I don't know if I should order that pen right now, or if you have a piece of acetate, place it over the piece. Oh, that's a good idea, Brenda. Tiny gold dots in the lighter part. Background already busy. Leave the star alone. Okay. No doodles. Leave the star as a focal point. Okay. Did anyone happen to see Mary's glue gun art last night? I didn't, Val. I pretty much turn off the computer at dinner time, and then it doesn't come back on until morning. I try and do other stuff in the evening, whether it's art on the couch or TV with Robert. Yeah, I try to stay off the computer at night. All right, does that look too busy? The dots make the star lift. The gold circles are making it lift even more. Thanks, Brenda. All right. Now, the thing I will do to finish it, and I'll have to think about this. Let me go get my 55-gallon drum of ink, and I'll paint the border real quick. What's on the floor? Thank you, Joanne. All right, this ink, you really have to shake it. Look at how big this thing is. I honest to God thought I was getting one about this big. I'll have to go check out Mary's glue gun art. Is that what it was? Glue gun? I've seen other people do glue gun art, but I haven't seen Mary's. All right, here's my nail brush. I use this for black. Well, I'll use these brushes for anything. They're part of that nail art set, and they're awesome if you want to paint a straight line. Shake it up, baby. I almost busted out in song there, Barbara. Stop that. Y'all don't need that. Don't be needing no punishment around here. All right. Clean up your tools that get that gold on them, because I promise you, when it dries, it does not move. Oh, I need a piece of... I don't like cleaning up the ink later, so I keep a edger sheet around. Look at how perfect that line is. And you can move fast. Like when you get the tip where you want it, just pull it toward you. Like you can make an awesome straight line with these brushes. And what I'm thinking is between the blue and the black, go ahead and do a gold rule. Ah, Jay Weber, hi, welcome. Thank you. That's so nice. And I think Dee Dee would say the same thing. And Dee Dee does make everything look easy, I swear to God. And Dee Dee, Raul's been bringing it up, Raul has been bringing it up the last time, and I'm sure you've thought of it, but I want to remind you, just in case, he is dying for you to do the Christmas animals on the envelopes. And that is also one of my very favorite streams. So could you put that on the list, please? Thank you. Now, I'm about ready to set myself up to get myself in some wet paint because I've done pretty good today, if you've noticed, not putting my arm or my hand into wet anything. And I can't believe I would get through a whole stream not doing that. So aw, Cat, that's so nice. Thank you. Hi, Goldie. Thanks, Kitty Cat Jen. All right, we got wet paint over here. It's not too late. Oops. A little bit of extra ink on there. Of course, I have 55-gallon drums, so who cares? All right, so this Advent challenge is every other day in December. You get to choose what shape you incorporate into crack art. So this is actually my first one. So now I'm not behind anymore. Right, Brenda? Get paint on you just looking at it? Yeah, that's pretty much me too. I can definitely see the dimension now that when I look at it in the camera. I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right, I'm going to hit this with a heat gun real quick. I do keep these brushes in their little plastic containers because they're little and they get smushed around. So it's one of the few paint brushes I do leave that plastic on. And you know what I could do? I'll let this sit and dry real quick. And for those of you who came in late, I'm going to show you quickly my passport journal because you'll be seeing this frequently. I'm going to be working on it continuously. You know why the light has been so different today? I left the blind open here. So okay, let's see how different this is. I kept thinking there's something wrong with this light. That's what it was. What a dope I am. I will, Dee Dee, I'll post it. But from now and for however many long it takes me to do 50 pieces of art, at least 50, maybe a little bit more, I'm going to be working in this passport journal, and I love it so much already. Um, so the countries are being picked by, I'll just show you real quick how I set this up. I made a little card for each country. And anything I have for that country, I just stuck it on the back. And then for each card, okay, here's Jamaica. Well, I went out and did some research about that particular country. I keep it on this little card. And then after I've kind of gone and done all my research, then I come back and start the page. So like I knew that the flower was this. I had to go look up that flower and then draw it and then paint it. And so while I'm out researching this stuff, yeah, I can keep little notes on it and decide which pieces of information or what landmarks or whatever I want to include. And then I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I try and kind of come up with a color palette, you know, for the whole page. So this is Jamaica. This page is not completely done yet. I haven't decided if I was kind of waiting to see what ephemera I was going to get. This page for Guatemala, I think this one's pretty much done. This is a volcano. That's why it's dirty back there, because it's puking out smoke. So, but this page is pretty much done. I like the textile. And on here, it's called a backstrap loom. And the women affix it to one thing and then tie it around their waist and sit there and do this. That's crazy, right? And the cool thing about that is, like if you've ever gone to Mexico, they do this. There's a ton of textiles and stuff like that. And I always feel like I want to buy one, but then I get it home and it doesn't match anything and I don't know what to do with it. So the ones that I bought in Mexico, they ended up as seat covers in my car because they didn't fit in my house. But now I can just draw it and have it in my book. So that's what this whole book is going to be. And it's going to be so much fun. I've enjoyed the hell out of it so far. I'm going to try really hard not to be too judgy about the quality of my art. If it comes out great, I'm going to talk about it. And if it doesn't come out great, like I don't like the volcano, but the volcano's there, so it's going to live there. I do like this. Perspective isn't great, but it's fine. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be working on. The problem with this is now I've got scavenger hunt coming up and I won't be able to work on my passport journal. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Goldie. So that's what I'll be working on when I'm not causing trouble otherwise. All right, let's get the ruling pen out. And I've only got 5 minutes, so, but I'm virtually done here. Where is my favorite one? Here's my favorite one. I'm going to quickly do the gold border. And if I post it later and the gold border is gone, well, thanks, Jen. I'm just not a fan of that volcano. My prototype of the volcano came out way better. And then when I painted it for real, it just didn't work out so good, but whatever. All right, let me see how thick the rule is. I don't have, okay, I've got this screwed all the way down. That's a problem. That's a little bit thick. That's all right. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. Hopefully I can load up enough ink that I won't have to lift my pen for the length of the rule that I want. Ready? Now this is where I could really screw this up bad, okay? So if I do it, y'all are going to be here to see it. Eek, a plastic ruler. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not cutting, Dee Dee. I'm drawing along the edge of it, and then I'm wiping it off as soon as I'm done. It's okay, Dee Dee. I don't wreck my stuff. I take care of my stuff. I love my stuff. And the cool thing about this gold ink is it dries really quickly. I think I'll go to the opposite side, but by the time I want to do that one, it should be dry. It will go under. Actually, Dee Dee, what I'm doing with this one is I'm pressing away from the plastic a little bit. And if you don't want it to go under the plastic ruler, just if it'll make Dee Dee feel better, I'll put a strip of washi tape right up under. Here, I'll show you on this one. I have one here. Well, I thought I had one here. Now I'm a big fat liar. Huh. Oh, this one. See how I have that strip of washi tape on the back side? It lifts it up just enough off the paper that when I go along the edge of it, and I would have used this one, except it's not long enough, and I don't trust myself to move it. So there you go there. Yeah, I'm pushing away from the plastic a little bit, Dee Dee, because believe me, I've done that. And I'll ink this up a little bit more because I definitely want enough ink to go all the way to the end. You kind of got to move slow so your ink can flow. I didn't even get ink. Well, I got a little bit of ink right there. Wipes her brow. That's right. Dee Dee worrying about my stuff. Yeah, that's ripe. That is very ripe. All right, that's ink over there is thicker, so it's going to take a minute to dry. I got to let this dry. And I'm rinsing the liner in between because this is so critical that I'm going to give myself every chance to be successful.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is a...
Hey, I'm just finishing my stream. I'll call you back in a minute, okay? I'm going to kiss you on the lips. Okay, bye. I'm just going to come by and drop off some food. Oh, I love her. It's probably Chinese or something. I told her I was going to kiss her on the lips. She may decide not to come over. Oh, well. She's already here. I don't know if I got enough ink. Keep your fingers crossed, you guys. Yeah, baby. No, that's not you calling. I will clean up that corner after everything dries. Okay. All right. One more line and we're calling it a day. And then I will post this on IG. All right. One last opportunity to mess this up. Ready? Go. There you go. It worked, Dee Dee. Didn't go under. I didn't wreck nothing. I'm rocking. Oh, she's already in and out, I think. All right. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey,
Don't say any of the cuss words that you always come in and say when you come in my house.
here it is. So,
What do we get?
it's a cucumber roll.
Very cool.
Miso soup. Okay, it's excellent. I've been told.
Okay.
I tried it once
Okay.
and I didn't like it.
Uh-oh.
But she took longer to get my order, and that lady loves me and I love her. So she said, here's a free
But does she kiss you on your lips?
No, but she
Okay.
said, here's a free miso soup since I made you wait so long for your order.
Aw.
And so I told Taylor, I said, take it to Robert Monroe. So if you don't like it, don't need. Taylor loves it.
Okay.
She's the one who told me to try it. And the last time I tried it,
Then I'll put it in a box and send it to Taylor.
Yeah.
You must be feeling better.
Oh, I've worked now 2 days. This is my first day off, but I work
Okay, cool.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
Awesome. All
yeah.
right.
I feel much better.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, well, I
All
haven't got me some, so I'm going home to eat it.
Go eat. Talk to you later. Thank you. All right. All right, you guys. This is about as done as it's going to get. Unless, oops, I just put, okay, yay. I just put my hand in the wet ink. Oh my God. I'll have to clean that up a little bit. But yeah, I may go around the edge of the stars just to crispen them up a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much a done deal. So thanks for hanging with me this afternoon, you guys. I know your time's valuable and I do appreciate you. And go out in the world, be kind. It's holiday season, so try not to kill anybody. And yeah, love you guys. See you later. Bye.